Good afternoon. This press brief has been called to update you about the cabinet which has happened today on 14th of May here at NITI Vihar CM conference. So we just want to brief you about the key decisions taken during the today's cabinet meeting. So various agendas were discussed, but we will be focusing on the important agendas which were discussed in the larger interest of the state in this today's cabinet chair by Honorable Chief Minister. So the first thing, the cabinet has approved the notification of Pineapple Expo at Bagra in West Siang district as an annual business event under the Department of Horticulture with a grant of 50 lakh. Initially, the proposal was for a festival, but the cabinet opined that we should focus more on B2B and promotion of the horticulture, especially the pineapple in that region, because we have huge potential of pineapple harvest there. So the cabinet decided instead of having a festival, we should go as an expo where we can all the sellers and buyers can meet there, and the proposal was for 25 lakh, but the cabinet has approved for 50 lakhs. So this is going to be a annual event. And secondly, the cabinet had taken a decision on the Arunachal Pradesh Tenancy Rule 2026, aimed at operationalizing the provisions of Arunachal Pradesh Tenancy Act 2022 for creating a transparent, accountable, and inclusive rental housing ecosystem in the state. Because we know that in the urban and even in the districts also, a lot of office spaces, residential spaces, business spaces have come up, and the rental and the lease has been on, but it was done in a very unorganized way. And to keep the interest of the rent owners and the tenant, this act has come so that there's a proper transparency between the rent owner and the tenant. And the fourth, the cabinet also deliberated upon the Arunachal Pradesh Airport Area Development Bill 2026. And as we all know that we have one AeroCity in Delhi Airport. In the same line, the Arunachal also is trying to develop the Holongi area as a AeroCity there, so that we can have a lot of business houses, we can have hotels and convention centers, where we will be able to host events and even create a lot of local economy. So this was approved in the cabinet today. And thirdly, one of the most important thing which I would like to brief you is in recognition of the exceptional bravery and the sacrifice for the nation, the cabinet approved the enhancement of cash grants selected for Gallantry Award in respect of armed forces personnel belonging to the state. The revised assistance includes enhancement of cash grant for Parambir Chakra recipient from 50 lakh to 1 crore, and for the Ashok Chakra and Mahavir Chakra recipient from 30 lakh to 50 lakh each. And again, the cabinet has also approved to constitute a committee to study the feasibility of upgradation of 5 A&M schools, and asked the committee to submit the report in 1 month's time. And cabinet also approved the various recruitment rules which a lot of departments have brought into this cabinet for the ease of promotions and ease of our government staff. And lastly, one of the important issue which we need to, the cabinet was briefed about this ongoing ILP issue, and the government also understands, the seriousness about the illegal immigration, immigrants coming in, and unauthorized people coming into the state. So to check all this, because till date we used to have this manual kind of ILP issuance and the checking at the check post in various entry points. So the government has taken a decision, under the regime of the Bengal Frontier Regulation 1873. And the key features which has been discussed today was to digitize the entire ILP system. It will not be issued manually, and with the ILP there will be QR coding, which every check check gate will have a QR code scanner which will automatically eliminate all kind of fake ILP permits. And secondly, it will be authenticated by the Aadhaar based authentication and mandatory police verification and strict sponsor accountability for work ILPs to ensure complete transparency. People come in with the ILP, if they are violating, then the sponsor will also be penalized with 5,000 rupees, and for 1 year he'll not be allowed to bring in any workforce to the state. And lastly, as per the advisory given by the Prime Minister's office, the austerity measure was discussed in the cabinet today, and the austerity measure Arunachal specific has been discussed and approved by the cabinet. So I'll just read one by one. And first, in view of appeal made by the Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, the state government issued austerity measures for compliance of all. No foreign travels by honorable ministers and government officials for next 1 year, and 50% reduction of convoys of SCM and SDCM and honorable ministers. And I would like to inform the media that already Honorable Chief Minister and Honorable Deputy Chief Minister have already cut down their convoy by more than 50%, and honorable ministers here in the local office work and movement. Obviously, the honorable minister, they don't use any convoy; they use only one vehicle. As it is, we are maintaining the austerity measures. And thirdly, all the meetings is preferably to be taken virtually, so that all those travels are cut down. And secondly, for the government officials, it is advised that ticket for unavoidable official travels be booked 15 days prior, and LTC travel 40 days in advance, 45 days in advance, and 100% adoption of e-office, paperless desk by all the subordinate office, circle offices, SDO headquarters by March 2027. As it is, we all know that Arunachal has been one of the best performing state when it comes to the e-office. But the issues with the district, the certain district which has got digital connectivity problem. Other than that, wherever the digital connectivity is there, the government aims to make it totally paperless by 2027. And it's a general request to all the public also, looking into the present situation, the global crisis. We want to encourage carpooling and use of public transport for all offices, schools, colleges, and even the general public also. And thirdly, no procurement of new vehicles except emergency service requirement vehicles. And it's another request and it's advisory that the AC temperatures be maintained at 24 degrees Celsius, not less than 24 degrees Celsius, just to optimize the electrical uses, and encourage minimum uses of edible oils in school, government schools, colleges, hospitals, and canteen, and promote certified organic farming across the agriculture and horticulture farming, and electronic items procured by government to be a 5-star energy efficient rated. And lastly, encourage buy Swadeshi by locals and strengthening our nation and empowering our own community. So if any questions, you can ask.
36 आवर बंद खोल दिया और जो आपने लास्ट जो पॉइंट रखा है ना सर्विस का डिजिटल ऐप्स रही सिस्टम वाला ये काफी दिन से सुन रहा है सर, हम लगभग 1.5-2 साल से सुन रहा है, लेकिन इसका अपडेट कुछ नहीं मिल रहा, खाली सुन रहा है कि बन रहा है, ये कब बनेगा सर?
ये देखिए, ये हमको पूरा एक टोटली डिजिटाइज करना है। तो डिजिटाइज करने के लिए कोई हम अपना जैसे अपना यहाँ पे होम सॉल्यूशन तो नहीं है, तो वी नीड टू एंगेज अ टेक बेस्ड कंपनी। तो टेक बेस्ड कंपनी भी हम कोई भी चलता फिरता को बुला के हम इसको कर, क्योंकि व्हेन वी वांट टू डू इट फुल प्रूफ, तो इसके लिए एक RFP ऑलरेडी इशू हो चुका है, इन्वाइटिंग दैट जितना भी टेक कंपनी है दे विल कम एंड बिड फॉर इट। इसके बाद एक पुख्ता तरीके से एक ILP को डिजिटलाइज करके सिस्टम बनाएंगे, जहाँ पे जैसे मैंने बोला कि कोई फ्रॉड होने का चांस ना, कोई ऐसा फेक ILP ना बने। अभी तो हम लोगों को भी सुनने को मिलता है थ्रू सोशल मीडिया, अभी जैसे थोड़ा बहुत ही एक डिस्करेजिंग वो क्या बोलते हैं, सोशल मीडिया में भी देख रहा था कि गेट में किस तरीक़े से मिसमैनेजमेंट हो रहा है और किस तरीक़े से दुकानों में ILP बन रहा है। जब ये आ जाएगा तब ये सारा चीज़ बंद हो जाएगा. दैट विल बी द फाइनल सील. तो इसलिए मैं यही बोल रहा हूँ कि हमारा जो सरकार की तरफ से जो कोशिश है, इसको हम हरबरी में इम्प्लीमेंट करके, वी डोंट वांट टू हैव अ फॉल्टी सिस्टम, वी वांट टू हैव अ फुल प्रूफ सिस्टम, ताकि इससे हर किसी का समस्या दूर हो जाए. बिकॉज सरकार को भी बहुत चिंता है. ऐसा नहीं है सरकार हमारा यहाँ सरकार में जो बैठा है वो भी अपना अरुणाचली है, तो वी हैव कंसर्न फॉर आवर ओन पीपल. और जो इलीगल इमिग्रेंट्स आ रहा है, या तो अनऑथराइज जो इनफिल्ट्रेटर्स आ रहा है, अनऑथराइज लेबर फोर्स आ रहा है, जिसके वजह से लॉ एंड ऑर्डर का इशू भी है. तो सरकार बहुत चिंतित है. लेकिन सरकार ऐसा नहीं कि हरी भरी में ऐसा कुछ करेंगी कि ताकि उसको फिर रेक्टिफिकेशन करना पड़ेगा, फिर पब्लिक को कठिनाई झेलना पड़ेगा, ये नहीं करेंगे. तो अभी लेकिन अगर इफ़ यू डोंट डिपेंड ऑन द वर्क फोर्स फ्रॉम आउटसाइड, फिर हमारा यहाँ पे जितना भी डेवलपमेंटल एक्टिविटी हो तो बंद हो जाएगा. आप लोगों ने देखा होगा अभी बंगाल इलेक्शन और असम इलेक्शन के चक्कर में क्या हो गया. ऑल द वर्क साइट्स आर स्टैंड स्टिल, सारा बंद होके पड़ा हुआ है. तो इससे पता चलता है कि हमको आउटसाइड वर्कफोर्स जब तक नहीं होगा तो हमारा डेवलपमेंटल एक्टिविटी बंद होगा और हमारा इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी भी बंद हो जाएगा. तो वाइल वी वांट टू ब्रिंग इन द वर्कफोर्स फ्रॉम आउटसाइड, वी नीड टू टेक the care that we get the best of the system where there is no misuse of the ILP. उसको डिजिटाइज करके हमारा फुल प्रूफ सिस्टम बनाने का कोशिश यही चल रहा है.
तो बंद कॉल जो कर रहा है उसको क्या मैसेज देंगे सर?
अब बंद कॉल को क्या मैसेज देंगे? बंद कॉल के बारे तो सबको पता है कि बंद कॉल इज़ टोटली इलीगल, इज़ अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल, और बंद कॉल से किसी को फ़ायदा नहीं होता है. बंद कॉल से देखिए हमारा स्कूल गोइंग बच्चे हैं, डेली वेजर्स है, हमारा आज एक दिन ऑफिस बंद हो गया तो हमारा सरकार को भी कितना नुकसान है. अभी हमारा यहाँ पे शॉप ओनर्स है जो डेली बिजनेस करता है, उन लोगों को भी तकलीफ है, और मेडिकल इमरजेंसीज में भी बहुत तकलीफ होता है. भले ही छूट दिया होगा लेकिन एप्रीहेंशन की वजह से लोग को तकलीफ बहुत मिलता है. तो मैं वही रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा कि सरकार की तरफ से जो आपका जो एप्रीहेंशन है, इट्स ऑल बिन टेकन केयर बाय द सरकार की तरफ से, पूरा उसका सॉल्यूशन है. लेकिन इसको हम हरी भरी में करेंगे तो ये हमारे लिए आने वाले समय में और भी नुकसानदायक हो सकता है. तो इसलिए एक फुल प्रूफ सिस्टम बनाने का हम ये है कोशिश में है, तो उसको करेंगे. इसलिए मैं रिक्वेस्ट यही करूँगा कि आपका सेंटिमेंट भी हमको समझ में आ रहा है ना, सरकार को समझ में आ रहा है. तो सरकार इज़ ऑल्सो committed to bring in a beautiful solution to this ongoing problem.
Eats, the fastest online food delivery service of Arunachal. Download the app